Hello, Rich Game Retro here. Just going to do an update on my Final Fantasy collection. Over the last month or so, almost since my last video, I've picked up quite a few items from America and Japan. Yeah, so these are the items. I've got them quite cheap because simply, instead of just searching for Final Fantasy actually on the UK website, I just go straight to the America website and just do ebay.com. And you can just basically search that way, and then most of them do say not shipped to UK, but you just send them an email saying how much would it be the cost to ship to UK, and they just give you a good price. So seem to get things cheaper than here. So I just do them in bundles that I got them. Got Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6, and Final Fantasy 4. For the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo for UK. This is all bundle. I got this, it was £20 for all three, which I was quite happy with. And Final Fantasy 5 was sealed. Thing is, I don't have a Japanese Super Nintendo, so I need to get one of them. So yeah, so this one came sealed. 6 as well. And 4. So really proud of them, really chuffed. Also got Mystic Quest. This was, I think it was like £8 delivered, including post, which I was quite pleased with. From the same seller. I think I forgot to even order this one, if I'm being honest. So yeah, so glad I got them. Also picked up a, did I do a Wonder Swan? Picked up a Wonder Swan. Let's quickly go get the console. The two on the right here, they were from the UK and they were £18. Some reason it ended like at midnight, so there was hardly anyone bidding. And I picked up these two. This one just seems to be all nice and sealed. I've never opened it. I haven't even looked. And these were £30. Yeah, £30 from America. They were going, I noticed they were going for literally like £80, £90, and I literally, because it just said pick up only, you're obviously not going to drive from like the East Coast all the way to the West Coast to pick up some games. So I just emailed the seller saying how much to UK, and he just put like, I think it was like $15, which is about £10, and I won the auction. And I picked up these two. So glad to have that in the collection. Picked up some American PS2 games, Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 9. This was from a UK seller. They both were £42. They're in mint condition. I just love the little booklets and the artworks. So as you can see, they're absolutely shining. Yeah, so I got this off a guy off Game Trader. Cheers, mate. One, two, three. Also 8. This one's got 4 discs. Cool book. Yeah, so I got them for about, I think it's about £40–45 delivered. So glad to get them. Got some Japanese ones. Final Fantasy, should I do them in order? Tactics 8 and 9. I've got a Japanese PS1, so that's good. I just love the little extras that you get in the Japanese games. You get little stickers, little random cards, lots of little leaflets that advertise other games. And that's the actual manual. And there's a Disc 2, Squares Preview 2. Which is an NTSC game, so yeah. So glad I picked that up. I've never actually played Final Fantasy Tactics. The original anyway, so I definitely need to try and brush up on my Japanese skills. Language skills. Final Fantasy 8. Another little, I think this is a little walkthrough book or something, or just advertising. Yeah, just advertising new games coming forward. That's the booklet. Let's not get the disc wrapped. 4 discs. 9. The box is a bit battered, but yeah, this is all in good condition. Also forgot in my last video, I forgot this was what I was missing. Final Fantasy 8 for the PC. Released by Eidos. So glad I got that. Also Unlimited Saga. That's going really cheap. I always thought it was a rare game, but it's going really cheap. That comes with an extra disc for Final Fantasy. I think it's 10. Just an extra, just a random. That's it. Yeah, Final Fantasy 10-2 disc. Internal Calm, which is quite funny. It's just a little like 5-minute video, which is really good. Unlimited Saga is a good game, so if you get a chance to play that, just give that a go. Put that pretty cheap. Some DS games that I was missing: Echoes of Time, Chocobo Tales, and a USA version of Chocobo Tales. I went on Amazon, purchased Chocobo Tales, but the American version came through, not the English version, so I thought I might as well keep it. And just may as well just go try and do another order for Chocobo Tales. Not quite sure what game it is, so definitely have to give that a bit of a go. My main good package of the last few weeks, actually. I picked up all the Final Fantasies for the Game Boy. Final Fantasy Adventure, Legend 2 and Legend 3. This was £40. I think it went for about $60 or so. So really chuffed, but that was only like, once again, it was only pick up only in America. So I emailed him and he said it will be $15 to post. So yeah, I think I actually won them for about, must have been about literally only like £25, 25, £30, and it came to about £40. In all, about $60 with post. Yeah, I think it must have been about $45 without post. And the guy was, but because I don't know, for some reason, because of the way he was selling it on eBay, I couldn't actually pay for it, like actually through eBay. So we just did it, I just get his email address and just do it outside of PayPal, or outside of eBay, but through PayPal. And I was able to do it like that. For some reason it just wouldn't let me. Every time I went to do it, it says your address is not in America. You can't buy these games. I was like, for God's sake. So, and he's also umming and ahhing whether to send it. There's also like a hurricane, I don't know, Andrew or somebody, or Edward. And he was umming and ahhing to send them before the hurricane or afterwards, because the hurricane was literally, he just said the hurricane is 10 hours away. Pay as soon as possible, and I'll post them in a minute. So it took like 2 or 3 weeks to get here, so I was a bit worried they were like gone up in the air with a bloody hurricane or something. So he finally came through, but he must have posted them sort of like wrong or something, because when they came through there was bloody import taxes. I'm like, oh, fuck off. With all my other games I haven't paid any import taxes at all. So I don't know if you if anything's valued over £18, you pay import taxes. So, or I don't know how they must have opened the actual package, because the package looked a bit damaged. So I haven't paid any import taxes with any of my other games from America, but I had to pay import taxes with these, and that was like 14 quid. So yeah, so it ended up as £54 for these 4 games, and about 3 or 4 weeks of sending them before hurricane, after a hurricane, and then with the import taxes as well. I didn't have the money on me, so they went back to the post office, and I was like, for God's sake. So then I had to drive in to the post office and go pick them up. So really chuffed. They all have their saves. They all have their manuals. I don't really want to open them, to be honest, yeah. And they all have their little maps, which is really cool. And some kind of like 8-player, like the actual 8-player player's manual, and sort of like a little strategy guide as well with it. Yeah, so these are all my Final Fantasy pickups. Oh no, I've got some more stuff. Just some random books which have been literally in my cupboard for ages, which I forgot to show earlier. Final Fantasy 7. Another Complete Solutions book. Final Fantasy 8 Complete Solutions book from various magazines. Final Fantasy 10. Also picked up PlayStation Official Magazine, The Official Story, Final Fantasy 8. Which is everything, which is really good. It's got some good stuff in there. It's also got analysing like the Final Fantasy movies. And also some Final Fantasy 7 walkthrough, top secret at the end as well. So that's a really good magazine to pick up. Also picked up Final Fantasy 9. This is the American strategy guide. And also Final Fantasy 10-2, the American strategy guide. These seem quite cheap. I think they were £15 for both of them. And they've also got like a massive poster inside, which I've never actually opened. Has this one got anything out the back? Nah. So they're really good guides actually. I prefer these to the English version. They're supposed to be the same, but they just seem to be completely different, the way they're laid out. They seem to be more in depth. And also got this one, which I found funny. Final Fantasy Fantasies. Which is really weird. Miss Breeze, Final Fantasies. So not quite sure which magazine this came with. Oh no. PlayStation Pro. Very classy, aren't they? Very classy. So that's all my new Final Fantasy pickups. I've got some loads of more stuff coming through the post. So hopefully I'm going to probably try and combine both videos, so it might be this right at the beginning for 5-10 minutes, and then my full video afterwards. Cool, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you think I'm missing anything. I missed out on quite a few stuff, which has been killing me, but yeah, so that's how grapes are. But everyone, quite a lot of people have been picking up the Final Fantasy collections. So cheers, thanks for watching.